another foolish child dares to trespass on this wicked place, here now a spell to remove that smile from your pretty face. Huggles and haggardash and eyes of a crow. All powers are mine now, and all that you know.
Well, you know, it is I, the Baddest Witch.
And I am the Wickedest Witch.
And we are back for episode 2 of Cunts and Conversations.
Yes, we are chatting about the big
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
The big O. And later on, we will be talking to you about some deal breakers. So we're very, very, very excited to talk to you today about orgasms. And for some reason, I feel like when you talk about certain things that require, you know, like statistics and things of that nature and that sort, you gotta have an accent, and you automatically sound like you just know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh gosh, if I put on one, mine's is gonna be in and out, and it's not gonna last the whole episode.
Like, you know, like BBC News. Like, it's just, you just have to have an accent. And see, I lost it already, so I'm just gonna throw that away, and we're just gonna get to the subject. So today we're gonna talk about orgasms. And you know, Wicked Witch.
Yes.
Orgasms are something that I hold near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes, ma'am. Why?
You know, it's just because I feel that we're so uneducated about orgasms and our own anatomy and the anatomy of the group of human that we, you know, that we interact with. It's just...
That's right. This is for people who skipped health class.
Please. And you know what? Our parents just, you know, we didn't really learn. So could we really blame people? Yes, we can. Yes, the fuck we can. Because we're in the day and age of information.
You can really only blame yourself.
That's a whole fact. So we're just gonna kick this off with some statistics that, you know, we found were really fucking interesting.
All right, read me a couple of them stats.
Okay, I got you right now. Okay, so stat number 1.
Mm-hmm.
About 75% of all women never reach orgasm from intercourse alone without the help of sex toys, their hands, or somebody else's hands, you know, or a tongue.
Oh, golly.
Isn't that crazy? Like, that's a huge number. That's crazy. Stats number 2. The percent of women who prefer masturbating to achieve their orgasm over sex is a high 40%.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It is, but you know porn addiction and masturbation go hand in hand.
I mean, I didn't know, but I feel like that's like a given, you know? But why though? Like, why do you think that is?
I mean, just think about it like, okay, were you introduced to like porn first, or were you like, did you have the real life experience first? Like the real life sexual experience first?
I was introduced to Prince.
And that's a whole different thing by itself.
Well, continue.
Me, baby. Like it now. Okay. But listen, really, I feel like masturbation you have to have in moderation, like especially when it comes to watching porn.
Okay.
Because it does have negative effects. It can cause long-term depression, self-loathing. You have difficulty in real life sex,
of course,
and you have some fatigue.
I think that's, you know what, that makes a lot of sense, because there's a lot of people who they create these unrealistic like expectations of what sex is because of like they're overly watching porn. Like, those people are performers. They're doing a job.
Yes, that's their job.
Exactly.
It's the entertainment business.
But that makes
they're putting on a show.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes a hell of a lot of sense though. And that's probably why 7.9% of women between the ages 25 through 29 masturbate 2 to 3 times a week. And guess what the percentage for men is?
What?
It's like way higher.
Hold on, what is it?
23.4% of men. So 7.9% of women and 23.4%. That's like 3 times the rate of women who masturbate more.
Okay, let's get into that though. Like, I feel like growing up, like women, they aren't really taught about like the, you know, the process of masturbation when, you know, guys it's a different situation.
As soon as they find out what it is and they can get hard, they touching it. Like, they're figuring it out. Like, they know. You know what I mean? Men are figuring it the fuck out. And I feel like for women, I think the issue with women is a lot of women leave it up to men to figure it out for them instead of figuring it out themselves. And I think that's why the masturbation rate is so low. And the women orgasm rate is hella low in general, just because women don't take that time to find out what pleases them themselves.
What they like.
Right, yeah. So, you know, if you don't know what you like, how can you expect other people to just automatically know what you like?
Right.
And that stresses me the fuck out. How many us women, we gotta get together. We need to be figuring it out. And first we're gonna be figuring it out with these different types of orgasms right here. Because I want everybody, I want women, I want you guys to achieve Wicked Witch.
The different type of orgasms, the 4 different types.
4 different types of orgasms. We only mentioned 4. There's a hell of a lot more, but we're gonna go with the 4 because these are the ones that
really matter.
Yes,
All right.
and they're very attainable. So, orgasm number 1, the clitoris.
The clit.
The love button.
The man in the boat.
I've never heard that before.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway. The love button. You know, clits are really amazing and they don't get enough love, attention
that they need.
They don't. And I don't understand what the issue is when they say like it's really hard to make women come, especially like from the clit,
because they have like 8,000 nerve endings.
8,000, like, and penises only have like 4,000, so it's like double.
Right.
But it's so easy for men to come. So I'm confused. Like, what the fuck? This is, you know what this means? It means like we all gotta do better collectively. Like women, you know, we gotta do better, like with our clits, and men, we gotta do better down there too. First of all, they can't even find it.
Right. Spread the lips.
You know how many times this trends on like social media when there's like some person and they're like trying to like guide men, like this is the clit,
this is the,
and it's just like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't understand how we don't know. This is like the easiest thing. Like the clit is literally the standard of a fucking orgasm. That's it. If you can't do nothing in your worthless ass life, women too, because like if you can't give yourself a clitoral orgasm,
right, you're fucking nuts, because the only thing you need to do to achieve this shit is the right amount of fucking pressure and the right type of movement.
That's it. And you figured that the fuck out by yourself. Like, you figured that the fuck out by yourself. It's literally right there. Like, and you know what it is too? I feel like men have a different issue sometimes trying to find it, is because like we were talking about earlier with the whole porn thing, like how they make these unrealistic fantasies and like standards for sex. Absolutely. You know how porn pussies be looking like like, whoa, this woman has a bigger labia and a bigger clitoral hood, and like I never seen no shit like this before. I don't know where the fuck to find it. It suddenly fucking changes. And it's like, no, it doesn't, dude. Like, some women have like bigger labia, some women have bigger like clitoral hoods.
Right. Some have smaller.
Hello, sometimes the clit is exposed, sometimes it's hidden.
Gotta pull that shit back.
Pull it back, you know what I mean? If you turn a woman on enough, it will like go back on its own. But all that means is basically we're gonna help you guys out. So did you guys know that for your clitoral like stimulation, right, it's best to kind of know what kind of clit that you have. So if your clit is exposed, if you have one that's exposed, more than likely it requires less pressure. So you don't want to put too much on it, because then you want to enjoy yourself. You know what I mean?
Right. Too much pressure, you start losing sensation in that shit.
You
gonna damage yourself, girl.
Right, like, that's just not no
Don't hurt
party.
yourself.
Exactly. But then, you know, some women, they have a bigger like clitoral hood. So what that means is, you know, you might need a little more pressure, make it a little more deeper. You know, and you're gonna get yours. You're gonna get there. Some people like it slow stroke, some people like it faster. It's up to you to try to figure that out. Don't be that person that depends on another person to figure it out for you. Because then when they're trying and you over here not satisfied, it's mad awkward.
Sad face.
Yeah. I would hate to be that person. Like, damn, I don't know what I'm doing. No, but you don't know what you're doing either. Like, do better. Like,
listen. Did you know? I don't know if you know this, but it's a myth behind like the second orgasm.
What? Wait. Which orgasm is this? Wait. The G spot?
Yes.
Oh shit! Because they're always saying that. They're always like, it's a myth. Like, it's not scientifically proven, but it don't exist. Well, I feel like that shit fucking exists, dude. It's there. It's fucking there. And if you ever had one, you're a fucking unicorn. Literally, they say like
only like 30% of women experience it, right?
Yeah, 30%. That shit is insane. Yo, you know,
it's like an outer body experience. Like a bitch is like, what? You're hovering above your body when that shit is happening. All right.
Wow, you know, as you said that, I'm like picturing, you know, one of those like movies where the soul like levitates up and it's like floating in the fucking air and the body is there. Maybe some toes curl somewhere. I don't know, but that's the visual that I had when you said that.
Yes, and your spirit is just like
fucking
applauding you,
shit.
like, bitch, yes.
Well, the G-spot is fucking real, and I'm gonna tell you where exactly you can fucking find that shit.
Oh, we're gonna find it.
We're gonna find it. That's exactly what the fuck we about to do. So literally, all right, let me save your souls real quick.
Save them.
So, you know, boom, you got the vagina, all right? As a matter of fact, if you gotta know, like, okay, so boom, there's a clit, there's the vagina, and there's a vaginal opening. Thank you very much. So what you're gonna do is insert 1 to 2 fingers in the vagina, okay? Don't be all up in her cervix. We said in the vagina. That's about 2 to 3 inches, all right? You in there, you make a come hither motion. You should be hitting something that feels like a little
like spongy.
Yeah, it's like spongy. Some people say, some women like they reported that it feels like the tip of a nose. Isn't that weird? I don't know about all that, but anyways, it's a small spongy area, and it's literally like above the front of the vaginal wall. Like, it's right there. If you're trying to be one of those people that just going in there hella deep, like, you missed it, and you're doing too much. Like, come back 2 to 3 inches. Say, come hither, my dear. Boom. You're killing it right now. Oh, and did you know also, like, some women, they never get the vaginal, like, their G-spot because it'll feel like you have to pee. So, so they're like, oh my God, no, this is not fun. I gotta pee. Honey, listen, push through. You don't have to pee.
You can do it. Listen, it's not gonna be a fucking R. Kelly scene. Listen, it ain't gonna be that. All right, something else spectacular is gonna fucking happen.
Spectacular. I ain't talking Pretty Ricky. Like, it's about to be lit. Like, you know, just push through. At the end of that urinating experience, it's gonna be pleasure on that opposite side. So, if you ever want to get to that point, you gotta just kind of ride through. You know, get through it, and boom. Before you know it, you have your little outer body G-spot, your orgasm, you part of that unicorn clique. 30%. Official.
Boom.
I'm real passionate. Like, I'm very passionate about this subject. I can tell.
Tissue are.
And you know what I'm even more passionate about?
Probably like a blended one of it.
Combo, motherfucker. What?
A blended one, you ask. Oh, what is that? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, right? Oh my God.
It's the vag and the clit, all right?
Together, combination status. Listen, not for the weak-hearted. You might die, okay? You might die, but if you achieve this sort of orgasm, congratulations.
Tell me how heavens look.
Tell me, please. You know, it's an amazing, it's a spectacular experience. And that means, you know, you are on your journey of discovery. You have found not 1, but 2 achievable way of orgasms, and you're doing them at the same damn time.
You are the GOAT.
The fucking GOAT. How does one achieve this at the same damn time, you might ask? Wickedest Witch. You know, like, I just don't get it. Like, basically, it's the same shit. Like, okay, you'll have your person, you know, they might be fingering you with a little come hither, my dear, like we said, motion. And at that same damn time, they could be performing oral sex on your clit, or they could be, you know, massaging your clit, or you can make it spicy and you can massage your clit your damn self. Congratulations. Look at you taking charge and leadership, doing your damn thing. So that can happen. Or, you know, this is where like men with curved penises kind of like shine.
Yes.
Congratulations. This is your chance to go all out.
You are a winner.
You are a winner. Just 2-3 inches in. Stimulate the clit. Boom. Congratulations.
You have a bitch
just did a
popping,
blended.
stalking, and looking
And be careful.
you in your eyes. Like you're the onlyest one.
Especially if that's their first time ever having it. She's gonna like flip the fuck out. People be bugging the fuck out over orgasms. Because that's how fucking powerful they are, okay? So handle that shit and learn how to fucking control your shit and learn how to fucking make people feel, okay? This one though.
Oh my god.
Wickedest Witch is really like on this subject, but you know it's cool. We gonna talk about it.
We gonna chat about it, all right?
We gonna talk about it. All right. So, you know, it might not be everybody's cup of tea or coffee or like whatever the fuck, but we're gonna get into anal orgasms.
That shit in backwards. All
Oh
right.
my god. You know, I've asked one time I asked a person like a long time ago. I remember I was like very, 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 very young. And I'm like, how would you like describe that feeling? That's exactly what they said. I'm like, it's like shitting in reverse. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, middle school.
What a time.
Great times. Great times. All right, but we're gonna talk about at this moment anal for women. So, women, believe it or not, you can actually orgasm from your ass, girl. Like, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Tis is.
Wiggy was just like, what the fuck?
Oh gosh.
But you can.
You can.
You can.
I acknowledge that.
Yes, it's very possible. And it literally is basically, okay, this is why. So, when you're getting anal sex, like, you know, basically what's happening is it's the like indirect stimulation of your G-spot through the wall, like that's shared between your vagina and your rectum. So like, boom, you know, like obviously your shit is connected, but there's something blocking it there. Like, so boom, that's where it's hitting. So once you're like, you know, something, whether it's a penis or a toy, whatever it is hitting that area, it is very possible to achieve an orgasm that way, because it's literally just your G-spot that's getting hit, but in reverse. Okay.
Right.
So
That whole.
I know people like kind of like freak out. They're like, "How is that possible?" Like, well, guess what? A lot of times, like, sorry, I'm like burping and dying right now, but I guess there's a key to it, and we're trying to help everybody achieve all these orgasms, even if it might sound unappealing to you. It's all right. It might be appealing to somebody else.
Are you chatting about the male?
No, we're still on this woman one first. We gonna get to them. Don't worry. We gonna handle that one. But basically, anal sex and orgasms requires one and two things. One.
Okay, what is it?
Lots of lube.
Oh yeah, looby lube.
Lube. Lube is your best friend.
Instead of slide that oil through me, you gotta slide that lube, baby.
Lube.
Slide that lube.
And another like tip. Just a tip.
You're so fucking corny. God damn.
We've been being so anal this whole show.
God damn.
I gotta chill. Okay. I love corny jokes. I'm very corny, guys. But, so, okay, like, people are saying, like, oh, the ass, like, how is that possible, blah, 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 it hurts. Like, well, yeah, it's, like, gonna hurt because those sphincter muscles are really fucking tight,
Really?
And that's what turns people off from, like, anal orgasms because of that. But the key is, like we said, lots of lube. And since that part is, like, the part that hurts the most, tips once again, guys, tips. Just a tip. You're not supposed to put your finger or whatever you're putting in and out.
You're just supposed to just keep it going.
Yeah. It's a consistency. So tip, just a tip, literally. Invest in some type of like anal toy if you're gonna try to be about that life. Butt plugs. Anal beads. Something that starts off very small, and width-wise it grows, so that way as it pushes through the pain level you get through, you know, to the end, there should be a pleasure at the end of that. So
if it's not, you're a fucking warrior, all right? Either you get that fucking, that climax, or you could just put that label on you that I'm a warrior. I survived anal sex.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But, I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well try to get something out of it.
Yeah.
And speaking of anal sex, you know what else is really popular right now?
What? What is it?
I've noticed it. Like, I feel like, I
Hold
wonder
on,
if it was...
is it that I'm fucking eating ass?
Yeah, eating ass.
Goddamn eating ass.
People be out here, like, ass munching. It's like a thing.
Yeah.
I blame Janae Aiko. You know, I always talk shit about her. I gotta chill the fuck out.
They gonna find your ass and they gonna get you and they gonna put you in the back of their trunks, man. You better stop talking about that bitch.
She always eat. Like, you know what? She made it kind of trendy a little bit when she was talking about eating groceries and shit. Fucking groceries.
Yeah. A lot of people out here eating ass.
Yeah, and there's like a whole method to it. But you know what it is? Kind of, you know, hepatitis is kind of like a thing. Like, you know, you kind of can contract it through like fickle like matter.
And guess what? You can fucking get the pink eye too if you ain't careful. Fucking around, walking around with the fucking pink eye, man.
Step Brothers.
That shit is unattractive.
I mean, but they say, you know, you can get orgasm from that as well. So whatever floats y'all boat. I don't know what y'all be doing in your personal lives, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We just let you know, like, you know, that's all a part of anal. So if you want to do it with like a finger, a toy, a tongue, that's your business. We're just letting you know. We spending so much time on like ass.
Ass.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that song was really lit, by the way. I still been trying to do those moves, but that's a whole different subject. Shout out to Maria Touch. But we're gonna talk about the men G-spot.
Alright, go for it.
She's like, I want no parts. I'm gonna talk about it, because you know, there's such a taboo and like a stigma associated with like the men's G-spot. To the point that men aren't even comfortable with something that's a part of their bodies, like, and is their body. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of nuts to me. But
it's you know, with the whole stigma and association that comes with with it, you know.
Right, as far as with like,
you know,
about
like anal sex, like men and men, that's how they have sex. So men might associate that with having gay sex, which you know, some people feel, you know, not comfortable with.
Right. And that makes a hell of a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to force nothing on nobody.
Live your life like it's going.
Right, like live your life. If you're not with the shits, literally,
stay
you're
golden,
just not with
boy.
the shits. Like,
you're
not with the shits, and that's all good. But we still want you to know about it. You feel me? Like, you gotta be educated on something that's a part of you. You know, it's crazy because also not only is this like really important though, like, yeah, the orgasm, we're gonna get to that, but just the fact that men in general, like straight men, a lot of them are really uncomfortable with anything being back there, to the point that a lot of them don't even get prostate exams. You know what I mean? And that's crazy for me, because prostate cancer, especially in black men,
it's really high.
It's really fucking high. Just so, in a way, it's like, is our kind of like phobia in a way of it hurting, you know, hurting them in the long run, or is it, you know, because I don't, it's a really touchy subject.
It is.
I think just because it's equated, everything dealing with the ass is equated to like sex. So I think that's why, like, even like prostate exams, like, oh, if you touch me back there, it's like gay, no homo. You know, black men are like super like, right, like super like hegemonic, like masculine. So it's like, I get it, dude, I get it. I'm not coming for you. I love y'all. But you know, we gotta take care of ourselves too. But
because nobody gonna know what you and that doctor doing in there. Just let him
fact.
Let him just stick his fingers up your ass. Just calm down.
Why you gotta say it like that? Making them scared.
Okay, if they want to die, then fuck it. All
no!
right.
Don't die. Please go get checked. But anyway, you know, boom. So, the G-spot, the male G-spot, aka the prostate. Da-da-da-da. And by the way, guys, you know, if some men who are comfortable in it, did you know that it is your most intense and quickest fucking orgasm, like, ever in your damn life that you'll ever fucking achieve?
True.
That shit is called prostate milking. Doesn't it sound weird? The word milk freaks me out. Milk.
You crazy.
You know what else freaks me out? Moist. But that's a different...
A lot of women feel about that word.
I don't know what
Moist.
Ew, it just makes me cringe, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, like, it's called prostate milking. So it's basically, it would be achieved the same exact way that women G-spot would be achieved. So, you know, being inserted, you know, fingers or whatever, but usually fingers inserted in making that come hither, that shit is just like life. Come hither, my dear. Like,
Come here,
come
let me make
hither.
you come.
Ew.
Come here, come you.
That sounds like it could have been a Prince song. That's why I love him. But yeah, like, you know, prostate milking. So, you know, fingers up the ass, come hither, my dither, and bloop, there you go. Best orgasm of your fucking life. Probably like 10 seconds or less. Hello. But, you know, don't gotta take our word for it. I don't know, I'm not a man, and some of y'all might not be with the shits. So, I don't know. But we just let you know, like, yeah, it's a taboo. You might be scared of it, but I don't think that men should be blamed for if they want to try it. Like, I don't think that men should be...
Yeah, I definitely agree
You know
with
what I
you.
mean?
I feel like they shouldn't feel uncomfortable about it. But guess
Yeah.
what? I'm not doing that to my guy. That shit is out. All right, what I like, and what I like is fucking right, and that shit is not happening, baby. Listen.
You're not with that shit. You're
I'm not with it. Listen. I'm not. No.
She's
listen.
like, no. Wait, so is it that deep? Like, it's like, what if it was with somebody you were like really involved, right? And he was curious, never did it before. He's not gay, but he just, you know, he wants to know about it. Like, how serious is that? Is that like a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, and I really didn't listen to anything you said because my mind was already fucking made up. Listen, keep it pushing with that shit, all right?
Ew, pushing with that shit. That's funny.
I wouldn't. All right.
I get it. I mean, it's cool. You all got like
Turn offs, deal breakers, and
yeah, we
everything.
all got shit like that.
What's a turn off for you?
A turn off for me is a fucking cigarette smoker.
I hate that shit.
I hate them as a whole. I'm sorry. You could be the dopest human ever, but
Only in pictures it look nice.
yeah, like fucking James Dean. They look bad as shit with a leather jacket on, smoking a fucking cig, about to die and shit. Y'all here smelling like fucking death. Like, it's horrible. It's so unattractive. It stinks. Your teeth are probably like turning yellow. Like, every time people smoke cigarettes, I think about that commercial. You know, always die from tobacco. Like,
Right.
it freaks me the fuck
You
out.
smoking, you know your life expectancy is gonna lower, and
Right.
then what? You're gonna die on me? What? I'm gonna be a widow now,
That's
bitch?
fucking inconsiderate. Like, it's really a deal breaker for me. Like, I can never like fuck with people who smoke. What about you? What's another deal breaker for you?
I really don't like men who don't know how to manage their money.
Wow.
That is very unattractive to me. Like, I feel like that also goes into, like, you know, motivation as well, like a lack of motivation. Like, you don't know how to, like, manage your finance.
Right.
Like, how are you moving throughout this world?
I feel you. Yeah.
Like, we have to be concerned about a light bill. We got to be concerned about everything else. And that shit not getting paid, that's not being stable. I need a solid foundation. That's how I work.
That makes sense. You know what else, like, is a deal breaker for me?
What?
Misogyny.
Okay. That's agreeable.
I know, right? I said it's so casual, but it's, like, so deep.
That's
like,
agreeable.
misogyny. But no, like, and you know what? Sometimes we let it slide a little bit when it's on a good beat, you know. But fuck all that. Like, they could be singing that, shake that ass, whatever, blah, 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 and it's fucking insane. Like, but let a motherfucker tell you some shit like that when it's not in the song and it's directly at you. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like when shit is, we can argue about, like, misogyny and hip-hop and shit like that, like, all day. But it's like a bunch of theory at that point. Like, when it's in a song, technically, like, I don't give a fuck because I'm not associated with it unless my name is, like, directly on that bitch. I don't really care. But, you know, some shit is just like, wow, this is mad outrageous, but if it beat good enough, I might ignore it.
Yeah, right. I must have get down and pop my ass to that shit. You fucking playing?
I might ignore it. Fuck out of here. But, I don't know. But, you know what? I think what breeds, like, people, something like, that's a deal breaker for me. Like, yeah, obviously misogyny, but people who are like newcomers, like, did you hear like, okay, I talk about this all the time because I fucking hate them, like hoteps. I fucking hate you. Like, I hate them. They're like obsessed with fucking
I feel
Egypt.
like you guys have like a standoff, like.
No, I know, right? I will fuck you up. I seriously hate you all. I hate them because they're so like, quote unquote, empowering.
Woke.
Like, right. Fuck out of here. They're just really annoying, and they don't even realize like half the ideology that they push is like a misogynistic ideology. Like, it's not necessarily helpful to black women. You know what I mean? It's they create these like standards, or just women in general, but they target black women, and like they create these standards that's supposed to be like the ideal box of a woman. If you don't fit these standards, they feel like they can disrespect you.
That's
or
right,
talk
and
to
I
you
live in
any kind of
nobody
way.
fucking box.
Exactly.
All right,
like,
you can't box me off.
that's a fucking
All
right. And I'm fucking multi-layered and leveled, and it's
Don't
levels to
marginalize
shit.
me.
The whole fact. Snaps to that, my sister. Yeah. So that's a turn off for me. What about you?
Let me see. You know what? A man, as far as like his family goes, like I'm very family oriented. Like my family comes before anything. Like if he has a strained relationship with his family, like I would try to like see his perspective on it and see like what happened. But the ultimate goal for me was to like repair like an ultimate relationship with their family. Like I don't care how much like my immediate family, I don't give a fuck how much shit we talk each other, like how many arguments or fights we get in. I'm gonna love you to fucking death. I don't fucking care. Like family is everything to me. And a man who doesn't have a relationship with his family, unless it's some weird like crazy shit that popped off, which I would understand. But if he doesn't, that's like
deep, dark ass secrets type shit. I think what's the turn off for me is like people who don't care about their like health and like well-being. You know what I mean? Like we got like one body, you know what I mean? So I take that shit hella seriously. So I don't know, I guess, and then sometimes people, they're born with like certain health related issues that they have no control over. So like when healthy people take that shit for granted, it like pisses me the fuck off. So I don't know, like people who just self-inflict, like do certain things to themselves, like it's just like, it's a deal breaker.
You sound a little depressed. Let's talk about some turn-ons. Let's talk about some turn-ons.
I was getting a little down. I'm like, this shit is depressing.
I like me a nigga that smell good. I like me a nigga that smell real good.
What do you smell like? What do you smell like though?
He just smell like this, like something that you can't even describe. Like he smelled like confidence.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. That's my favorite turn on, like confidence. Like, I think the ugliest person in the world could be like, not in the world, because that's pretty steep. Like some ugly motherfuckers out here. But, you know, somebody who's not that attractive could have like hella confidence. And that shit is like, all of a sudden, he just look really nice. You know, like he don't look fine, but he look nice. Like he looks really good.
I feel you.
So I fucks with it.
I feel like it's really a big difference between like a beautiful person and an attractive person. Like
Hell
those
yeah.
are two completely different things. Like how you said, someone can be like by standards not really beautiful, but they can be so fucking attractive. Like you know what I mean?
No,
it's
I definitely know what you
like
mean.
Aura or this like gravitation.
Well, I feel that same way with like sexy versus like sex appeal. I feel like that definitely applies. There's a lot of people that's like sexy, you know what I mean? Like they exude just like sex and shit. There's some people who's like not even good, but there's something about them that's just like hella sexy. So like yeah, I definitely agree. I think turn on for me though would possibly be thoughtfulness. Like, you know, because people don't fucking use their like brain for like okay, for example, so all right, somebody gives you like a nice gift, right? But there's a thought behind it. Like you can tell when people give you things just to like give you things so you can like shut the fuck up or like not complain about it. Like yeah, I did something for you. You know what I mean? Like as opposed to like, oh, I got you this card. Oh, look what's in the inside of it. Like they took the time out, they wrote something really nice. Like they got you this gift. It might be a really simple gift, but the thought behind it is like so relevant to you.
Absolutely. That makes it makes me think that you're listening to me. That's one of the attractive things.
Yeah.
Like you're attentive. Like you're really listening to me. Like, oh wow.
Right. Like, oh my fucking God, I'm special. Which I fucking am. But you know, like I think that's like a really dope characteristic to have, and it's a turn on.
Absolutely, and humor.
Hell yeah, you gotta have humor.
Personality and humor.
Yeah. What kind of humor though? Any kind of humor?
I like any humor. Like, I'm just really like an asshole in general. I like, you know, assholeness, but I enjoy any type of humor. Not that kid type of humor. That shit can go, but like.
Yeah, like that childish shit.
Yeah, but I love me some good personality and some good humor.
I feel like the only thing is I'm kind of slow sometimes, so like there's this thing called like deadpan humor, and I feel like The Office, right?
I love that show.
Me too, but you gotta be really smart, and I'm smart, but sometimes shit be going over my head. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't get this. Oh, so you know, I'm gonna catch on later, but and that's something I know about myself. I think a turn on for me is assertiveness, and not in one of those like, bitch, get the fuck over here kind of way.
Because that's aggression.
Right?
That's aggression.
And that's like, I'll punch you in your fucking throat. Fight aggression with aggression. That's horrible. But I don't know. Assertiveness as in like someone who can like lead, like a leader. You know, because sometimes you just want to be led. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, they try to say like women don't submit, and that's like not true.
Right.
But people have to submit for the right reasons, not just because.
I definitely believe that. Like,
you know what I mean?
Like, come on now, like.
Come on.
Sometimes I like it.
Yeah, me too. And it's not like what's the word? You know, feminists try to make it seem like some feminists try to make it seem like if you do that, then you're like lowering yourself for men. I don't think so. I think it's pretty dope. Like, there's nothing wrong with being led sometimes. Let men take charge. That shit is sexy.
Right.
Do you, boo?
Bird activities over here.
I'm a dove, which is like, I call myself a dove.
This
you know,
is what it sounds like.
because I'm a classy bird. Yeah, you know, plus my man. He wrote that song about me. So, cunty hunties. We are now at the segment of our show where we're going to get into our Cunt Corners. This week, we're going to recommend a dope podcast and the book for you guys to read. Wicked Witch, what's the podcast?
We have Spilled Tea.
Ooh la la.
So it's hosted by DJ Shay and DJ Cakes.
Okay, shout out to them. And where can they be followed at?
At Spilled Tea.
That's T with 2 A's. Am I mistaken?
It's TEAA.
All right, boom, boom, boom. So shout out to that podcast. They dope. They got really good content too. So you know.
It's alright.
Yeah. You know. Nah, y'all lit. We
you guys good.
Y'all cool. So shout out to them. Make sure you guys follow them. Check out their content and their social media and all their platforms. So and
What
next,
do we have next?
Okay, I'm about to recommend you guys the fucking source right here. Like, this shit is something I hold real near and dear to my motherfucking heart.
Okay, I didn't know you had one, but go ahead.
You know, I got one when I got this book. It's called The Power of Now, all right? By Eckhart Tolle. And he's basically a fucking prophet. Like, I don't know where he came from. I don't know if I should be using the word fucking and prophet in the same sentence. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Because before him, like, I don't know. He just literally changed my life. And it's a book. It's intended for, like, you know, day-to-day spiritual enlightenment. It's one of those type of guides, and it's kind of just like helps you if you suffer from like anxiety or anything of that nature and that sort. It just kind of helps you focus more so on the current time, the now, and kind of like avoid thoughts of the past and the future, because you know it gets us over fucking wound.
Is it kind of like a self-help book in a way?
I mean,
or no?
yeah, for the mind. For the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So because of that, we highly recommend. That is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle for the book. Thank you very much. But to wrap up, guys, you thought this was over, you know? Cause we touched on some little orgasms and whatnot. And, you know, we told y'all some little things that we don't like and shit that we do like. But at the end of the day, we want y'all to take something from this. So before you go, we want you to have orgasms. We want you to also know that there are fucking benefits that come from having orgasms.
Right, there are 5 reasons
so
why you should come.
5 reasons why you should motherfucking come.
The first, It relieves stress and anxiety
Oh God.
by increasing hormones called oxytocin, reducing stress level.
Okay, and and since those stress levels are gonna be reduced, this also helps with insomnia. So yeah, you're gonna be like living stress free, easy breezy, but you're gonna be taking naps too.
A good sleep.
It's popping. Number 3.
For guys, pay attention. It could fight off colds, increase number of cells, which can strengthen the immune system.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking.
So whenever you feel that little coming on,
you know what you gotta do. Another one. Orgasms will help alleviate pain. The oxytocin and the endorphins, they help with arthritis pain, surgeries, and women. Did you know that orgasms help with menstrual cramps?
Yes.
Say what? Mm-hmm. So, when you get them little cramps, rub one off. Thank you very much. And last but not least, orgasms are good for your fucking brain. Yes, that's right. That blood flow, it don't just rush, down below. It rushes to your brain. Use it.
I'm smarter.
Yes. And we are out this motherfucker. Tune in next time for
Cunts in Conversation.